So Arsenal have their first loss of the season. And their first away loss in 2024. And if you check their records, they've gone to the Etihad, they've gone to Anfield, they've gone to St James Park, and I've recorded probably draws and wins. And it's really, really cool. What Mikel Arteta has done when it comes with the away form of Arsenal has been really, really good. But when I knew Arsenal were going to play Bournemouth, I knew that they'll probably go and get a draw, at least a win. I didn't think Arsenal were going to lose this game. Arsenal lost this game by 2-0. My player Antoine Semenyo, who's a Ghanaian, played for Bournemouth, and then Thomas Partey also played for Arsenal. The Ghanaian captain also did a very good job today. But my first thing is, I don't understand why Arteta went for the lineup. Going into a game where you did not have Bukayo Saka, you did not have Martin Ødegaard. Martin Ødegaard has been out for about 2 months now and out with injury, and you didn't also have Julian Timber. So on your right hand side, you don't have Ødegaard, you don't have Saka, you also don't have Timber. And Arsenal create a lot of chances on their right hand side. So I was expecting that at least you probably start with Ethan Nwaneri, the Nigerian, and then the British guy. Probably give him a chance to play, because if Ødegaard is out and then if Saka is out and you cannot give this guy a chance to play in the game like this, I'm thinking, oh my God, then when are you going to give him a chance to play in a Premier League match? When are you going to give him a chance to start this game? And because Ødegaard is not in the team and Saka is not in the team, Arsenal lack creativity. So why don't you just play Trossard as your number 10? Because throughout the season, Trossard has been playing in the position of Martin Ødegaard, trying to do the creative work, trying to score goals for Arsenal too as a number 10. Surprisingly, he put a midfield 3 that had Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is a defensive midfielder. He's very good at distributing the ball. He can't really bring much when it comes to creativity. And he put Declan Rice. Declan Rice is also literally a defensive midfielder. And then Mikel Arteta also can play as a defensive midfielder. So I'm asking myself, why do you play this midfield 3 DMs in a game where you don't have creativity and you expect to score goals? Even when the game was 11-11, Arsenal were not creating much. Arsenal were not causing damage to their opponents. Arsenal were not trying to score a goal. And out of nowhere, Saliba also got a red card. Even when it was 11-11, Arsenal were not able to match up to Bournemouth's quality and Bournemouth's counter-attacking prowess. The combination of Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and then Mikel Merino lacked fluidity. There was no fluidity in the midfield, and they lacked creativity. And this is on Mikel Arteta. Why do you play 3 DMs in one game and expect to win? And because of this, they were not able to create any chances in the game. And the sad thing of all is, when Saliba had a red card, I was thinking he'd probably take off Leandro Trossard and then keep Sterling in the game, because Sterling might not give you a goal, but Sterling has this hold-up play. Sterling is a natural dribbler. He's able to take on players, able to create chances also for you. So why do you take off Raheem Sterling and then expect to and bring on Jacob Kiwior? I don't understand Mikel Arteta. I think that Mikel Arteta had a lot of time to plan this game, but they didn't really plan this game, and the loss is on Mikel Arteta going with 3 DMs in a game when you could have just started Gabriel Jesus as a winger, play Trossard in his position, and try and get a win at least to help you in your title race. The loss is on Mikel Arteta. We have to also talk about Saliba's red card. Was it a red card? Look, let's be honest with ourselves. That was a red card. If you pull your attacker when you are the last man, you get a red card. You get it. And Saliba is supposed to be blamed for this one, because in all the 3 red cards that Arsenal have gotten this season, this was a red card. This was one that is not even debatable. Let's Ivano single. He might not even score. You get it. And the referee handed him a yellow card in this game, and then the VAR called back to check for review, and then ended up giving Saliba a red card. I think that it was a fair red card, and the Arsenal players must be spoken to. Arsenal players must learn from their mistakes. You can't play 8 games in the Premier League and have 3 red cards just in 8 games. It doesn't make sense. Trossard has been sent off, Declan Rice has been sent off, and then today was William Saliba. And because the team was not playing any better, any good football, the goal was just coming, and they ended up losing 2-0. We are going back to the days when Saka was getting the red card and Arsenal had this defensive issues, Arsenal had this disciplinary issues, because now you're able to build a team where you have a very good side. You have a very good side that are able to create and score goals. All you need to do is just defend very well. If you are playing Man City with 10 on 11, playing Brighton 10 on 11, and playing Bournemouth 10 on 11, it means that there's something ongoing that's really wrong with the Arsenal players. They need to fix their disciplinary issues so that they can be able to compete in the Premier League this season. So we have to give credit to Bournemouth too, because even when Bournemouth didn't have 11 players, even when Arsenal didn't have 11 players, you could see that they were better than Arsenal. You get it? You could see, there was in the game before, and then Saliba was sent off. And when Saliba was sent off, you could clearly see that Arsenal were outplayed and were outcoached on the day. Bournemouth have very good players like Antoine Semenyo. They have Ouattara, and then they have a two-time UCL winning goalkeeper imposing in Kepa Arrizabalaga. You get it? So I mean, they were good today. And one of the coaches that is not really rated in the Premier League is Andoni Iraola. Andoni Iraola is really a very good manager. He earns the least in the Premier League, but that's a decent job with Bournemouth. I mean, when Bournemouth had Gary O'Neill, I mean, the board of Bournemouth sacked Gary O'Neill because they thought Gary O'Neill wasn't good enough for them, and they brought in Andoni Iraola. Grew up with Mikel Arteta and then Xabi Alonso in Spain, and I mean, today the way he outcoached Arteta on the day, oh my God, he did a very good job. And I'm thinking Andoni Iraola will probably be one of the best coaches in the Premier League. Probably he's like a Thomas Frank. He's just like what we saw in those days in Graham Potter, and then probably look at what Company also did with Burnley. You can see that he really wants to build from the back. He really wants to build a very good structure for the Bournemouth side. I'm surprised if in the future he ends up coaching a top 6 Premier League club. He's a really good manager. So for Arsenal fans, I think the positive that they can build from this side is that Ben White did a very good job. And one of the biggest negative was that David Raya had a very bad game today. I mean, David Raya, I don't understand. David Raya had a very bad game. He ended up conceding the second penalty for Bournemouth to score, and he wasn't. I mean, oh my God! Even normally, David Raya gets it right with his spot kicks. David Raya gets it right with his kicks, and today he was all over the place. I don't understand. Oh my God! Ramsey was sold so that you can be the number one, so that you put in excellent performances. But today, I mean, I didn't really see what he brought to the Arsenal team. He didn't help them. Trossard gave a bad pass. Like today, everything about Arsenal was in. Calafiori didn't do so well. I think my guy Thomas Partey was decent. Mikel Merino didn't have an excellent game. I think Arsenal just didn't have a good day, and on their trip back to London, they would think about what went wrong and probably come back again and get win. This loss doesn't really change much in the Premier League table. I think that they will do well. Their next match is the game against Liverpool. I think that in the game against Liverpool, they can probably get a win at home and probably make the league very spicy. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. The best is yet to come. Bye for now.